Hey guys, today in this video I'm gonna teach you something interesting about body types and the best diet that can work for you. So usually in nutrition people are divided into three body types: IVO or Ectomorph, Mesomorph, Endomorph. This is your lean, tall, skinny friend who seems to be eating a lot of food and who seems to not have any problems with carbs or weight or fat, and who usually loves running or cycling and doesn't seem to put on a lot of muscle either. Here you have your mesomorph or muscly kind of people, well proportionate, usually average height. Usually they have more muscle mass, especially if they're active physically. Usually those are your bodybuilders, your fitness model, but usually most of the people are in this kind of category, especially people who are in fitness, who are in any kind of training except for maybe running marathons and cycling. They have an average metabolism, and if they are active, they usually put on muscle pretty easily. If they are not active, they might also gain fat, but seem to retain a lot of muscle mass still. And here you have O type, people who tend to gain weight, even sometimes they joke about themselves that they gain weight even by thinking about food. This is slow metabolism and people who tend to convert most amount of energy, excess energy, into fat. So here is your skinny friend who seems to be eating a lot of food and who loves their carbs, whole grains and fruit, and who don't seem to have any consequences when it comes to high carbohydrate diet, especially if that diet is high in healthy carbohydrates coming from whole foods. Those people you won't usually see on a keto or low carb diet because it just doesn't work for their fast metabolism, and they don't seem to have any negative consequences being on a healthy high carbohydrate diet coming from whole foods. So if you take a diet of whole foods, they would probably eat something like 50-60% of carbohydrates, 20-30% of protein. That is kind of usually stays the same for any body type, and then their fats would be pretty low. So your protein, your fats, your carbohydrates, and so I type or skinny type would probably eat a little bit more carbohydrates compared to other types of food. Now let's look at our V type or muscular, kind of well-proportionate guy or girl who are kind of like bodybuilding, fitness model body type, seems to love weight training, and they also seem to thrive on a diet that is kind of average when it comes, not average, but in the middle when it comes to proteins, carbs, and fats. So the zone diet is probably one of the best diets for those folks, and probably it is not surprising why those people thrive on fitness model, bodybuilding kind of types of diet. Their body is kind of designed for that, so they would eat proportional amount of probably carbohydrates, fats, and their protein, and of course they love their protein. And now let's look at our O-type physique or endomorph, people with slower metabolism who tend to very efficiently put fuel into storage, especially if that fuel comes from carbs. That's why you see a lot of those folks in the low carb keto community because their body doesn't really know how to deal with a lot of carbohydrates in their diet, and it seems to be very efficient at putting those carbohydrates into fat storage. When it comes to fats though and proteins, that doesn't seem to have that detrimental effect for your physique. If you're somewhere closer to O body type, and it means that usually you would have narrower shoulders, narrower hips, and your middle section would be kind of well defined and prominent. So folks, for you, again, you probably would thrive on a low carbohydrate diet, higher fats and protein, somewhere average, to satisfy all your needs and all your training. And so for you guys, you would probably want to add some fats to your diet, keeping your carbohydrates as low as possible, probably not beans at all, more vegetables, and keeping your protein somewhere average to satisfy all your needs. All that being said, guys, active people seem to thrive on a variety of diet, but still that truth holds. I'm being a mesomorph, muscly kind of type, tend to really thrive on a balanced diet, and I tend to retain the most muscle mass, and whenever I have excess calories and I exercise, my body seems to put it right into muscles. So what are you? It will help you to define the best nutrition diet, the best nutritional balance that will help you to thrive in life, to feel great, to look amazing, and to perform your best mentally and physically.